Welcome back to Pity Privilege.
Welcome back.
Why do we always start it like that?
I don't know. We always start it just suddenly. Also, you always start it. Like,
I do.
welcome back, but it's good. We have a theme.
We have a thing going.
Yeah. I'm your host, Catherine.
And I'm Bo.
And today, we're going to talk at you.
Whee!
And you're going to listen.
Whee! I have very low energy.
Can I get a yee?
God. I have very low energy today because guess what time it is? Time to start bleeding.
So much fun.
So much fun. And it's funny because I think I mentioned, I don't remember if I mentioned on the podcast, but I mentioned to you that I'm having a particularly difficult luteal phase.
You did mention it on the podcast.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And I was like really, really depressed. And yesterday I was like, I'm starting to feel more like myself. I think I'm going to start my period because I'm starting to get really in tune with it.
Yeah.
And today I have like really bad cramps. And
Great.
did you see this? I'm surprised you didn't say anything.
Oh my God, wait, that's true. What are you doing?
It just happened to be the pants I wore.
Are you a maniac?
I am. I like living on the wild side.
She's crazy. Oh, audio listeners, she's wearing white pants.
Yes. And I'm going to start my period today
Mhm.
because I have horrible cramps.
And I think you can catch on to why that's wild
Yeah.
without us having to explain.
Yeah, you don't need to. No, but I was just like, as I was leaving to record, I was like, oh, I have horrible cramps. I probably started my period. And then I didn't start my period. And I looked at my pants and I was like, I'm fine.
Can I play the end of your voice message?
Yes.
Okay, let me get it up and get to it. Because even when she's literally on the way to be here, we still voice message sometimes.
Yeah.
Let me get to the end of it. Okay. I think she was talking about her period.
Yes.
No, hold on, wait.
Don't spoil it.
I went too far. I will cut it out if it picked that up.
Okay.
Come in the next hour. So I'm gonna try to speed. Oh, is that a baby bird? I'm sorry, I'm turning around. There's a baby bird in the grass. Hold on.
Like I didn't explain anything else. I'm just like, I just ended it there.
Nothing else matters. It also sounded like you were saying that you were in a speed, like in your car.
No,
But I don't think that's what you meant.
For reference, I was saying I was going to speed set up everything for the podcast,
Yeah.
which she ended up doing anyway because I was busy moving a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was driving. We don't live far apart. We live
No.
very close. Why did I say that? What does that matter?
I think maybe because you'd already been on your way. I don't know.
I don't know why I said that. That was so unimportant. That's the least.
We don't. And by the way, I was wearing a green shirt, and she was gonna throw something at me.
Anyway, I was driving and letting her know that I'm going to start my period today, so I'm grumpy.
Mhm.
And I just saw like this little yellow mouth beak on the ground and another bird by it. And I was like, that's a baby bird, as you heard. And then
Mhm.
I called our mom because she knows everything about animals.
Yeah.
And she told me what to do. I just left the baby bird by the tree where its nest is probably. There were like multiple trees there, but I'm hoping it's fine. And yeah, I just left it there. And I watched it for a few minutes to make sure that the birds that I thought were its parents weren't, because the birds I saw flying around were mockingbirds.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this, but well, I actually don't even know this. I've just noticed from observing that mockingbirds are really rude. I don't know if they actually are or if they're just
Okay.
like protecting or something, but like they're the ones who will like fight hawks.
Okay.
And
I
stuff.
don't even think I can think of what a mockingbird looks like.
It's like I keep saying like, please stop me. next time you do that.
I mean, record shows I don't ever actually stop you on anything, but I'll try.
It's called a northern mockingbird. It's
Okay.
one of the more common birds here.
Okay. I need to like Oh my God, I just said like.
Mhm.
Oh no. I need to look up a picture.
Yeah. But so they were never my favorite type of bird because
Yeah.
they're very mean to my crow friends. But
Sounds like girlfriends, but crow friends.
but now I have a soft spot. But anyway, since they're so mean, I was like, I just
It's okay.
was worried. I was worried.
We both. I was like, and then he was like, "Oh, I see. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do know. Yeah,
I was worried that they would eat the bird, but it's probably their bird. And I was watching to make sure they wouldn't eat it, and they kept flying next to it and just
Mhm.
sitting by it, and not hurting it. So that's why I was like, okay, I can leave.
That's probably. But you were also confused because they weren't trying to defend their baby bird.
Yeah, they would fly around me, but
Okay.
not like peck at me. Like
Maybe
I would
it
hope.
was a threat. Just a
Maybe.
threatening circle around.
I was also worried. I should have recorded this, but I was on FaceTime with our mom
Oh
because I wanted her to see it.
yeah.
But when I grabbed it, it started like
Sorry, I'm being way too quiet.
Oh.
Okay. Continue.
when I grabbed it, it started squealing for its mother. So I was really worried that they were gonna get me.
Yeah,
Which
once
would be
they
fine.
heard that,
Yeah,
which would be fine. You totally accept it.
I would. I'm taking their child.
That's true. But you're also protecting, but they don't know that. So yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they could sense my energy. That's not how birds work.
They know you, maybe. They love you.
Mm-hmm.
So she sent me the voice message, but then I hadn't heard the voice message yet. And then she FaceTimed me. Yeah, I hadn't heard it yet. And I opened it and it's not you, it's a baby bird. Which
I
reminded
should have screen recorded all of my calls.
Yeah.
That would have been so funny.
With the baby bird. Maybe we'll put up a picture of the baby
Yeah.
bird because you did send me one.
It's very cute.
It reminded me, and I don't know how much this friend wants me to talk about them on the podcast, so I'm not going to like say names or anything,
Yeah.
but she was coming over to my house and literally in the same exact way. She said, "On my way." A little while later, FaceTiming me. I open it, like I accept it, and she's just sitting there holding a doorknob.
Oh, oh no!
I'm house sitting.
Oh,
I'm house sitting for someone, and the doorknob just came off.
Is this a friend? I think it is.
Probably. Yeah.
I can hear it. I love her.
Me too.
She's amazing.
Yeah. So it was like the same exact energy. Like someone's on their way. I get her into FaceTime. It pops up, and there's just something that I couldn't have expected.
I definitely didn't expect a doorknob.
Yeah. Oh, she was like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, so it wasn't her doorknob. That's why she was panicked.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because she was house sitting for someone or pet sitting, either one, both.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did you tell her how to
So-
get a doorknob back on?
I asked, do you know if there's any tools or anything there? And she said maybe, but she also doesn't know how to do it or anything. And then she said, maybe I should just call the person who I'm house sitting for because they like know each other. It's not
Yeah.
like a huge deal. And I guess the person was like, oh, yeah, that doorknob's been on the edge for a while.
That's
I don't even
usually-
care.
That's usually the case.
Yeah. And so my friend asked, well, I was about to leave the house, but the doorknob's hanging off. There's a hole looking into your house. And I guess the person was fine with it.
She just left with a hole in the house?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And,
Was there still a deadbolt? Like, was the door still locked?
yeah.
Deadbolt? Yeah, deadbolt.
Yeah. I believe it was still locked. It was just
Okay.
no.
There was just a hole.
There was just a hole.
Okay.
So
Isn't it interesting how easy it would be to like break someone's house to get into it? You could just shatter windows and stuff if you didn't care.
yeah. Yeah. It is kind of creepy to think about.
Just take a saw to the door.
Yeah. That would be a little bit, I think if you did that, some people may notice.
I'm just saying we're not protected like we think we are when we're in our shelters.
Yeah.
Even though we are, because it does stop murderers and intruders.
Yeah.
I just want
But
to
technically it doesn't have to.
off
Yeah.
on a tangent.
But anyway, those are what is happening. I'm sorry. I need to stop looking over there. It's fine. I'll fix it.
Oh
no. I'm just looking at the audio and we start mumbling.
I'll keep mine here.
Okay. Yeah. So those two had the same energy.
Yes.
And now I'm just waiting for what the next one's going to be.
Yeah, it must be your curse.
Yeah, maybe. I had another friend who was going to FaceTime me eventually, and I wonder what's going to happen when I open that one.
Oh my gosh. You gotta screen record.
Yeah.
They're just holding like a...
Something random.
I didn't think that one through.
No.
But yeah, my morning started with a baby
Mhm.
bird or not started.
It started.
It actually started when I woke up. And so the last few nights, Jay has been having some trouble sleeping because he didn't have magnesium, which I had. So I wish he would have just asked. Just ask me. No, he didn't think I had it. But so the other night he stole my pillow. You know how I am with my pillow.
Sorry, that just made me realize, where is my pillow? Okay, that's why something feels wrong.
Yeah, do you want to grab it?
Okay, yeah, you continue.
Okay.
I'm going to go grab the pillow.
Okay. So sometimes when he can't sleep, but he's like sleeping but not sleeping, he'll be restless in the night and he'll like either, sleep talk or in this case, steal my pillow. Usually he does it in one rip, as if, think of like magicians.
Musicians? What?
I was gonna say musicians.
Have you seen that thing? I feel like it was probably a skit. I don't know. I don't feel like explaining it, but it was basically that person who interviews, she like interviews people kind of as a character. I don't remember her name. Anyway, there's just this thing. She's like, "Oh, so you're a musician?" And then the girl's like, "I'm not a musician. I play music. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do magic." I don't know. It's a whole thing. It just made me think of that.
Okay.
Anyway, continue.
You know how magicians will rip the tablecloth out and the stuff stays on the table?
Yeah.
That's usually what he does with my pillow and my head. So my head is just like suspended for a minute before rattling back down.
Rattling?
Like the stuff on the table. Come on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Come
Why is
on.
your head rattling?
No.
That's a concern in itself.
So he tried to do that the other night
Okay.
and then failed because I was grabbing on. I'm like, "You're not taking my pillow," because he already took all my other pillows. Or my one other pillow. And so I grabbed on and then he pulled it again. He just yanked it. So I didn't have a pillow that night. And then anyway, my point is this morning I woke up, I thought he stole my pillow again, but it turned out I was just like low on the bed. So my pillow was up there.
Up there.
And I was just blaming him. I was like, "Oh, my pillow."
He stole my pillow again.
Mhm.
It's
I
like,
don't know
I'm
why I
right
don't
here.
just look. Like, at night when you
Yeah.
are just like,
You just accept a truth.
yeah.
Yeah. You don't try to investigate. Yeah. I do know that.
That's how I woke up this morning.
Jay knows that too, because he didn't look when he thought there was a scorpion.
Yeah.
So
Big scorpion monster.
if you don't know what we're talking about, just listen to the last podcast.
That actually reminds me that something I completely forgot about, which is that he woke up last night laughing maniacally.
God, I hate that.
I know. I don't like when they do it. It freaks me out.
It scares me. And then also remember I've mentioned I get really mad, which isn't very nice, but I seriously don't stop asking what is so funny.
I don't want to know. I ignore him now. I used to ask like, "What's up?" And
Yeah.
now I fully ignore him because I'm like, I'm not.
Something in my sleepy state convinces me that he's not actually sleeping and he's laughing about something that's happening. And I want to know what's happening in the middle of the night. That's so hilarious.
Yeah.
If he's laughing about a dream he had or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I demand answers right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of bedtime, I have something else that you're going to love to hear.
Okay.
With how you love our nighttime routine of good night, honey, and the nightcap. At this point, people are going to believe that. They're going to think that
If we were popular enough, we would totally have nightcap merch.
Yeah.
Just Kevin in like a long nightcap.
Yeah, people are going to think that he actually wears a nightcap because now I just refer to it like,
He does.
oh, you know how he wears a nightcap?
He does.
Sure. So there's been a new thing that's been happening lately
Mhm.
that I think for some reason I just find to be the most funny thing in the world, but I don't think it's actually that funny. It's just in the moment. So Kevin's very particular about how the blankets are on the bed.
I am too. Same.
I kind of am, but not as much to the extent that he has to have the part that's supposed to be down at the bottom of the
Oh.
bed, like really
I'm
specific
less like
and
that.
like stretched out, and like smooth.
That's how
like
I am.
that.
Yeah.
So I would try to put the blankets, because we don't always make the bed during the day. We rarely make the bed during the day,
I
if I'm
try,
being
but
real.
It's hard.
So it's nighttime, but I like thrash a lot in my sleep, so I have problems. Anyway, I try to like adjust the blankies, and he would usually come back out of the bathroom and be like, "This is wrong." And so I stopped
Yeah.
doing the blankies. And so then he started tucking me in at night. And it's become
really sweet.
a thing now where I just sit there and I just wait.
That's so
But-
cute.
No, but it's not cute because it's actually really funny. She's physically recoiling from
No,
the
I actually
thought.
think that's cute. It's cute.
But oh my god, you guys, she's levitating to the
Oh,
ceiling
no.
again.
Not again.
But he does it in a way where he pretends that like I'm not there. And for some reason I just die laughing every single night.
That's funny.
He puts the blanket over my head.
That's really funny.
And for some reason it makes me it kills me every single time.
I'm like a baby when you.
Yeah. Cause I just see his face is so serious, and it's the last thing I see, just like before it goes over my head.
That's funny.
And then he'll like fold it back down. I don't know. It's not that amusing, but to me it is.
if it was me, I would be amused too.
And the thing is, this has been going on for like a few weeks now, I think, actually. And
Wow, every night?
Not always every night if the bed's already made, or, but if it needs to be done, the tucking in happens. And just like, okay, it's time.
That's really cute.
And I still giggle. So just imagine like blankets over a lump that's me, and just giggling.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We
You're welcome.
we also don't always make our bed. I try because he does not care if the blankets, we
Mhm.
keep 3 blankets on the bed right now.
Okay.
If the blankets are like so messed up that it's half of one blanket on him and half another blanket on him, he's fine with that. I don't understand.
See, I'm not fully okay with that.
Yeah, for me, all of them need to be stacked and flat.
Yeah, that's what Kevin. Because see, sometimes also, I don't know if this is weird because I think it's what we've always done, but we do our laundry on our bed.
Okay.
So when we do that, like I just throw all the blankets off,
Yeah.
because if they're on there, it's annoying.
Yeah.
So sometimes they're just thrown on the ground, if I'm being honest. I don't feel like putting it back after that.
Just throw your blankies on the ground?
Yeah.
I guess you have not 5 dogs.
Yeah.
Our floor is gross, so if anything falls on it, it's going in the wash. Which right now, our wash
Oh. What's up?
is me. I thought it wasn't recording. It is.
Is you? Because you're
Yeah.
hand washing everything right now?
Yup.
Why didn't you bring any laundry over?
Completely forgot.
Oh.
In fact, even when I was just talking about hand washing laundry, didn't even cross my mind until you said it. But it's fine. I've gotten the hang of it. And I only have 2 or 3 loads left. It was worse when I was doing it in our bathtub. And that was bad. But now I'm doing it in our utility sink, and that's not so bad.
Okay, that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I hate hand washing laundry.
Yeah. It's fine.
I'm spoiled. I'm too spoiled.
Yeah, it would have been fine if we were caught up on laundry, but we were not.
I'm sorry. I realized I didn't remember if we actually said that your washer's broken. And that's the reason why you're hand washing everything?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. That's the reason. That's the reason why.
I keep randomly clicking the power button, like maybe today
Maybe
turn
it'll
on.
work today. Yeah.
Sometimes things just do that in my
They
house.
do.
Where it's just like, oh, this works now, even though it didn't work for 2 weeks.
Sometimes things just do that in general, and they don't have an explanation.
Yeah,
I mean, not
but-
that they could explain it.
yeah. But unfortunately,
No.
no. The hardest part about hand washing laundry is that you don't have a spin cycle on yourself. You don't have a spin cycle on yourself. So
Yeah.
you don't realize how much the spin cycle dries them.
Yeah, because it kind of wrings it out.
So if I want to dry things in the dryer, which right now I don't have enough room to hang dry everything, I have some things I'm
Mhm.
using as a hang dry rack that are actually like photo shoot
Yeah.
green screen clips.
Yeah.
But so I'm having to put it in the dryer, but it takes like 3 or 4 times through. So it's a real waste of
Ugh.
energy. But yeah, it's been a weird go of it, hand washing.
Yeah. That doesn't sound fun.
It's fine.
Well, on a unrelated topic to that, but kind of related to our animal discussion of baby birds, but not birds. I don't know. Whatever. New topic.
Trying to segue, but it doesn't work.
I failed. I'm trying to remember what. Oh, okay. I don't remember why this was the question or why Kevin said this to me,
Mhm.
but just pretend that it makes sense because I don't remember the context. Okay.
Okay.
So he posed the question, the lifelong question. He said, "How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck what?"
Okay.
That
Gotcha.
that I don't remember why. It was related to something. Anyway, so then that got me wondering,
Okay.
not how much wood a woodchuck could chuck,
But what a woodchuck is?
but what a woodchuck
Yeah.
is.
Is it a bird?
No,
Oh wait, you just said it's not bird related.
no.
Is it a beaver?
It is not a beaver. That's what Kevin said. Because because my response was, I don't know, a lot. And then he said, damn, haha. And I was like, is a woodchuck a beaver? It is not. A woodchuck is a groundhog.
Okay. Beaverish.
So it's close. But
Oh, groundhogs chuck wood?
they don't. I think that's the point.
Why is it called a woodchuck?
Because it's actually derived from, I think it's a Native American term, and I can't remember the exact word that it is, but it's not actually woodchuck. It's just how the word sounded, I guess, to people.
Oh, that seems offensive.
Yeah. Or I guess it's just kind of like derived, like how words
Yeah.
go. Yeah. Wait, let me look at. I wrote a note down about it, but then learning that I was shocked. But did you know that another word for a groundhog is whistle pig?
I did not know that. Nothing could have prepared me for that one.
I saw that and I was so surprised. I didn't know that. I've never heard anyone call a groundhog
A whistle pig? Not me either.
But I also didn't know that a groundhog was a woodchuck.
Yeah, true. They have their own little secret world going on.
Yeah. But have you heard what a groundhog sounds like?
I imagine it's something like. Am I right?
Oh, and let me get the sound. So we can properly compare.
Okay. Yeah.
You did really good.
I've never heard it.
I don't know how you did that.
I've never heard it in my life, I swear. How did you not lose it?
Because I didn't fully remember exactly how it sounded. I just remember that it had some sort of whistle-ish sound, and that's why it was a whistle pig.
Oh.
I didn't remember it was exactly like. Oh,
I guess I was a little off, but I knew it had that.
Yeah, you got that part.
Yeah.
If you just put it a little higher,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, but I guess that's why it's called a whistle pig. I don't know why pig, but
Okay.
interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm loving that.
Then-
Loving the fun fact.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to remember other things. So then I went down a rabbit hole
Mhm.
or a groundhog hole. Anyway, I tried. And so I just started learning about different rodents.
Okay.
And like I didn't know how big beavers are.
Like this big.
Like I should have written down like more notes about
Wait, this is like 2 feet?
3 to 4 feet.
That's the size of a human. Well, a small human.
But it is it is the length. That's the length.
Do they not stand?
Well, they do, but it's like oops. Dang it. I'm sorry. Ignore the giant beaver. That doesn't exist anymore.
Anymore?
Apparently, and that's something else I learned. Apparently, giant beavers used to exist that are almost the size of humans.
How did they go extinct?
I don't know. I actually don't. I didn't look that.
Imagine
into
if
it.
someday, like hundreds of years from now, we had tiny cows or something.
That would be crazy. That would be weird. Yeah, just
And they're
like the things that
cows used to be that big.
cows used to be huge. But do you know what the largest rodent is? Beavers are the second largest.
No,
A capybara.
that makes sense.
I love capybaras.
They have the same face as a beaver.
But I also didn't realize they were that big. But then it made sense. And then it led me down another rabbit hole of that capybaras get along with every animal.
We knew that because our other sister.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
We always said she was a capybara.
Yeah. I thought it was also because they made that noise. I don't remember what noise it was.
That too. That reminds me. I'm sorry.
No, we're good.
If I were to make the sound squeeble deeble, murber
Mm-hmm.
what does that remind you of?
What does that remind me of?
What sound am I mimicking, kind of?
A bird? No.
See, you don't know either. Squeeble deeble,
Squeeble deeble.
murber squeeble deeble. No. Okay.
Wait.
Did anyone get it?
Wait. Like a sim?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Sorry. I had to.
I always go murber, like just make little sounds like that
Uh-huh.
in that tone. And especially when I'm just feeling a little silly.
Yeah.
And I can't remember how this. We were somewhere and I did it, and he looked at me like, "Oh, it's that kind of day," you know. And I go, what, you don't like my sim noises?
Yeah.
And he was mind blown.
That it was sim noises at you?
He never played Sims,
Oh,
but he knows I was obsessed.
I think the reason I didn't think of it right away, if I'm being honest, is because we just do those sounds sometimes.
A lot, yeah.
So to me, it was like, oh, that's just a bow sound.
Mhm.
I don't know.
That's what he thought too.
But no, that is kind of like what they do. Like,
I mean, it is just
Marfin.
yeah.
That's Marfin. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just the waving.
I miss enjoying The Sims. It's not as enjoyable anymore.
So many things are not enjoyable anymore when you grow up.
I know. I could just cook.
Yeah. Instead of pretend cooking.
I can just make a graveyard of people.
I don't think you should do that.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'm not going to take the people I dislike and make a graveyard of them like we used to do in The Sims.
You just make deals with the Grim Reaper.
You used to make
Obviously.
graveyards with me. Don't pretend like you didn't.
Well, yeah, I
Oh,
did.
okay.
I'm just saying, you said you would do that in real life.
Well, that was a joke.
Okay, everyone keep your eye on her.
Yeah. We're going to go on a break.
We're gonna go on a break. We'll be back.
Later, losers.
Hi, welcome back.
Oh, hello.
Why don't we start this second half by explaining how you came into the house?
Oh, I forgot. It was a very chaotic morning. So I had my bird hand that I lifted the bird with.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, before people come at me, it's a myth that if you touch a bird, its mom won't accept it back.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
I thought it was, and then mom told me, and then I looked it up, and then it's a myth. Anyway, so I had a bird hand, and I needed to wash it,
A bird hand.
and I was carrying a bunch of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't knock. I walked up, and she opened the door, which she didn't even know how far I was because I had that weird bird run in,
Mm-hmm.
which means she was just staring out the window for like minutes.
I was not. I have this weird thing when you're walking up, I just go, oh, she's walking up.
Is it ever wrong? And then
Maybe.
you get up and look, and I'm not there.
I feel like it's usually right, and I don't know why. It's kind of
Wild.
weird.
That's crazy.
I'm just like, oh, she's there. And then I look and you're walking up.
Yeah, so she opened the door before I even, but right as I was going to knock.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want you to tell the next part from your perspective.
So I opened the door.
Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to have good posture.
Oh,
I'm leaning.
sorry. I opened the door and she makes like a shocked face at me because I opened the door. But as soon as I opened the door, the water bottle that she's holding just flies out of her flies out of her hand and falls on the ground. The lid flies off and
Facing the inside of her house.
facing the inside of the house. It splashes on my legs. It goes down the tile, and then starts like pulling backwards too. So it's like going down the doormat and the sidewalk. And, meanwhile, I'm just laughing hysterically.
I didn't mean to. It literally just dropped from my arm.
I know you didn't mean to.
Just making sure.
Yeah. I think you threw it at me.
I don't know if you thought I was trying to be a good comedian because I'm so hilarious and like drop everything.
Oh no.
Good.
I think I could just tell that wasn't intentional. There's just something about it. I don't
Something about it.
didn't seem intentional.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah. So that's how this has just been very chaotic.
Do you
everything
think-
today?
When people say X's and O's, which one's a hug and which one's a kiss?
I think oh dang. I feel like I'm always wrong about this because what I initially think is that X's are kisses because
Because a pucker.
Yeah, and that's what people put at the end sometimes of like what they say,
Mm-hmm.
like X,
Yeah.
XX, or
If you're
I don't know.
British.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think that's kisses. And then an O is a hug because it can envelop you. I don't know. But then I think about it, I'm like, an X, that's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So then I just get confused.
And think about the order we say it in: hugs and kisses, XO.
Exactly. So then,
But both could be both. That's the wild thing.
yeah. Because then an O could be kisses because it could be like, mwah.
You think
Like
I
just-
would have found the answer before asking you this? But I didn't.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Nope.
Are you
I
finding
can.
the answer?
Yeah.
Okay, she's finding the answer, everyone. The long-awaited question. What is the meaning of oh, wait, no. What is the meaning of X's and O's?
XX. No, not that. XOXO is an acronym for hugs and kisses. The letter X represents a kiss. So you're right. That's what the
Yeah,
AI
but
says. Hold
Doesn't
on.
make sense. She's getting more sources, to be sure.
I don't know.
I think people are very divided about it to the point that it's hard to find
Most
the
things
truth.
say X is a kiss, but then some things say XO means hugs and kisses. So it must be hugs and kisses. So,
Yeah. The only thing that makes me think is that people use X alone to mean kisses, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh.
So then it would have to be. But I don't know. It doesn't make sense. What's crinkling in your foot?
I'm wearing a foot mask.
Oh! She's just started crinkling around her fuzzy socks.
Yeah. I put fuzzy socks over my foot mask.
How did I not hear this as you've been walking?
I don't know. It's pretty loud.
I don't know what's up with me to not notice that, but anyway, sorry I started mumbling again. Check, posture check, mumble check, like check.
I relapsed on. I shouldn't say that. That's insensitive. I started eating cheese again.
Oh my gosh, you were literally just talking
But
about how you
I still
stopped.
haven't gone back to coffee.
Okay, I don't know how you do that. I need my coffee.
Yeah, it's hard. It was hard. I still have to drink decaf every morning, so technically I'm having a little bit of caffeine. But it's just because it's a nice little treat.
yeah.
But ever since I stopped the coffee, I noticed because like I said, I'm not fully against having coffee. I just want to save it for when I want it to work.
Yeah.
But when I have had coffee, it makes me feel very anxious now. So I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe I won't do that. Or if I do, I mix the decaf and the caffeinated because I can't do a lot.
I probably shouldn't have any coffee, but I have been sticking with my only having it in the morning, besides on weekends.
Yeah. I think that's okay.
You know, gotta do what you gotta do.
But the cheese, yeah.
Back to the cheese.
I'm trying to only get the cheese that's doesn't have the extra hormone, even though it still has things
Mhm.
that will mess you up. And we don't need a lot of cheese. I only got one bag in the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
One little bag. But so it's better. But I just I gave in, had to get some. We're still doing oat milk, and
Yeah.
you scarred me for life with that.
I'm so sorry, but I'm still drinking oat milk. I don't drink it plain, but I
Well,
never have.
We are too. I just think of it every time.
I think of it too because now I have to taste it every single time.
I want to know what it tasted like though, because oat milk is very oaty, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes it tastes almost wrong, but it's just because it's oat milk.
It tasted fermented and sour, extremely acidic. And I think that the fermented thing is because it almost tasted carbonated in a weird way. It tasted like so many combinations of things that you don't want to be
Okay, I don't think
combined.
I'll miss it then.
You won't miss it.
Okay.
Plain, you can't miss it.
We also go through a lot of oat milk.
If I think, like I said, it can just be, it's 2 weeks. And also what I discovered was that it was probably like punctured a little bit, and that's why.
Yeah. I'm gonna make oat milk when I go home today.
Ooh.
Because after the last podcast, I went home and I made walnut and pecan milk.
Oh yeah, that seems really good.
It tasted exactly like soy milk.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I don't really like that flavor. So I decided we drink oat milk. I'm going to try to make oat milk. And really good price to make oat milk.
Yeah,
and you don't have to do anything weird.
What do you mean?
I had to reboot. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I don't think you need the cheesecloth. For the walnut milk, I used a piece of fabric I have a bunch of fabric, and it's I don't remember what the fabric is called. It probably doesn't matter. But I used it and I squeezed it. It was kind of weird. It didn't fully work, but it did its job because I tried to use a strainer and it didn't strain out everything I needed it to.
Yeah.
But apparently with oat milk, you can just strain it because oats are
okay.
Even though you blend it, so I don't know. But you don't need to soak them. In fact, if you soak them, it's going to turn into oatmeal.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So it's the easiest milk to make. And I feel like it's probably a really good price or better price than nut milks.
I have to look into that.
Yeah.
Our mom had a bunch of extra groceries to like give away because she got too much. And so one of the things she gave me was kale. And I kind of want to make kale chips.
If you do, tell me how.
Okay. I was like, tell you what.
Tell me. Or send me a picture. Tell me if it's tasty.
I will.
I love kale. Actually, maybe I'll make that too today.
Ooh.
Our kale's going bad soon.
I've had this for too long. Like not too long, but like I need to make it today, I think.
Do you know how the tortoise I don't think it's any animal. Do you know how the shell lettuce? You know how the lettuce you buy in a container gets really slimy?
Yeah.
How do you make it not?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh. I think you know everything because you started the whole being a home taker carer.
Home taker carer.
Before I did.
What? You lived alone way before me.
Did. That's not what I said.
That's true.
Those were not the words I used.
We don't eat a lot of lettuce. If we eat anything, it's like kale or arugula, which I guess sometimes it is in a container.
I love arugula. It's so weird and spicy.
Yeah, I love spicy.
It has a spice.
I guess
like a horseradish kind of spice.
Okay, no, you lost me.
No, I'm not saying it tastes like horseradish. I'm saying it's you know how horseradish isn't spicy, but it has like a
kick.
It has a kick. That's how arugula is. It's like onions.
Okay, I get the onion comparison maybe a little bit more.
Yeah. Anyway.
So actually I have no idea.
Okay, well, why can't you buy spinach in like you do kale when they just like pick it up raw, put it in a bag?
Yeah, wait.
Weird.
How does spinach grow?
I have never seen a spinach plant now that I think about it because most lettuces grow like in a bowl.
But when I think about it, that doesn't make fully sense for spinach. Is it? We both are.
But the reason we get shells sometimes is because Jade loves spring mix, which is disgusting. And then I get the spinach sometimes, which you could get in a bag, but that gets slimy too.
You get shells?
I'm sorry, the containers.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
I don't know why I keep calling them shells. I feel like we used to call them that when we were kids.
I
know it's called a shell. I'm not being gaslit by you.
No, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying I don't remember that.
Shell. Lettuce shell.
I didn't say you were wrong.
I like how it's not even coming up.
So scared. She glared at me, you guys. She was glaring again.
Spring mix. Shell.
Huh. Oh my gosh, my stomach just growled. I'm getting hungry.
Oh, it's called a clam. A clamshell.
Okay. The containers?
Yeah.
I feel like hearing it as clamshell makes
It makes
me
more sense,
remember it
doesn't
a little bit more.
Instead of tortoise shell? Yeah, I wonder why.
It's a little bit different.
Ew.
Ew.
That makes me
to the
angry.
spinach?
No, I love that, but that makes me angry. Because what does the base look like?
Sorry guys, I was showing a picture of a spinach plant.
What is the base of a...
What is the base? That's a good question. I'm not seeing. They're just kind of like lined up in the ground. Wait,
Do they not have bases? Are they just leaves? Single leaves?
spinach plant base.
It's gonna come up with something weird.
What do you mean?
Is it not?
No, it's just coming up with the recipes. I think that
That's
are like.
what I meant!
Oh,
I said weird. I confused you.
yeah. I was like, what do you mean by weird? Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well,
Mystery of spinach. My tummy.
are you hungry?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention at all.
Sorry, I'm not listening.
I'm not listening. I should have probably told you this before,
Uh-huh.
but
I actually never listened to anything that
I
you
never
said.
listen to anything you say. Since I took my expired ibuprofen,
I'm so sorry. I just realized why is the battery on
I've
there?
been messing with it.
Okay, anyway, continue. Sorry.
I need to not. It's fine.
You took the expired.
I took the expired ibuprofen, but when I take ibuprofen, instead of Aleve, it really, really, really makes me nauseous. So I took Zofran, and this is unknown to anyone else because it's not a common symptom, but it makes me really out of it. I know you know that because you've seen me on Zofran before, but that's why I'm not paying attention.
Well, you also said you're in a bunch of pain, so.
It's gone.
Oh, good.
The expired ibuprofen really works.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for looking up the spinach. I can't believe I've never seen spinach growing before.
When I saw it, I realized maybe I have, but I just don't think about it.
I've been growing scallions.
Oh,
And
you
garlic.
mentioned that yesterday. That seems so cool. I love scallions.
You know why I decided to grow them?
why?
You gave me a little recipe for a pasta
yeah.
bake, and I never get scallions because why? And
Mhm.
I put them in my pasta bake. I was like, this isn't bad. It's like I didn't put enough for it to be too noticeable, but I'm like,
Yeah.
this is like a nice flavor. And then I was like, there's no way I'm throwing these out.
Yeah.
So I just planted them.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, they're just planting the bases and the new ones grow.
I may still have bases of some of them if you want to take it. Because it's probably not
I
good
will
anymore.
always take plants.
Yeah.
And then the garlic, I was making something one night and I was like, oh, I'm going to put some garlic in this. And every single one sprouted. Every clove sprouted.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like, I guess I'm planting these because I can't throw away
Wow.
sprouted garlic.
yeah.
But I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat them because, well, first of all, I'm probably going to kill them before they grow. But also, everything I'm seeing, I haven't actually looked into it, but
Okay.
I've been like scrolling TikTok about plants, and people say you need to cure garlic.
Okay.
Don't know what that means.
Put it in some kind of liquid? What does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe I should look it up. Maybe I shouldn't because
I know. I feel like this entire podcast, we're like, maybe we should look it up.
Yeah.
Maybe we should look this up
yeah,
eventually.
you need to cure garlic before you eat it from the ground.
Interesting.
Also, I have all of it planted in one single square pot outside of my door. You've seen the square pots outside of my door.
Yeah.
And it's like 5 garlics and like 4 scallions. So no way all the
Mhm.
garlics can grow in there. But I
Yeah.
want the little baby plants. I'll replant them if they
That's
grow
so
well.
cute,
But
though.
the garlic isn't growing super well.
I'm not great at plants, obviously.
I just like the idea of eating food I grow.
Yeah. I think that's amazing.
Not that garlic and scallions are going to sustain me.
That's all you need.
Yeah. I don't have enough room right now for an actual vegetable garden. But
yeah.
someday I want one, and I want to grow berries. I want to grow
Ooh.
blueberries, but imagine, you know, we used to pick blackberries.
Mhm.
They're like blackberries.
Yeah.
You could just pick one, eat one, yum. But blueberries,
Yum.
they're so tiny. You have to
Yeah.
pick each, and not all of them are done at the same time. So you have to pick each of them off when they are ready to be picked up.
Yeah. That seems a little bit of a pain in the butt.
But I'd like to grow strawberries. Those are big. Those are hefty.
That seems cool. One of my friends has I forget what the word is. The fear of little
Oh, strawberries are not good for that.
of the little holes around each other.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can't remember what it's
Sh-
called.
She came over the other day. This is a different friend than the doorknob friend. Anyway.
Okay.
And I had I didn't bring them. Another friend that came over also brought some fruit and there were strawberries in there. And she grabbed some strawberries, but she was looking up eating
Oh.
the shoes. I can't look at them. If I look at them, I can't eat them.
Oh no, that must be horrible.
Yeah. Ooh.
There's a lot of things like that
Yeah.
in this world.
Like look the
Everything.
microphone.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this made me think about that. But it would be really cool if you grew all of your own vegetables and fruits.
I would love
and-
that. And then I could give it to you guys so you guys don't die of pesticide poisoning and
Yeah.
cancer.
That would be
You know,
ideal.
Pesticides have a place. There was this one woman who was cutting into her squashes and tons of bugs just started crawling out. I'm like, maybe I wouldn't be fully pesticide free.
No. That I don't like that.
But I want to build like a little. I want to build like a little screened off like greenhouse kind
Mhm.
of, but not really.
That seems really cute.
Then big bugs can't get in, and birds can't eat the stuff. Not that I mind feeding birds, but anyway, I don't have enough space for that right now. Someday maybe.
Someday you will.
Yeah,
you'll
you say
have
that
it.
with a lot of confidence.
I do because I know it. Because I know what's going to happen.
What else do I have? Oh nope, that's all I had.
That's all you have.
I didn't write down anything.
I have. Let me see if I have more. I have some like really stupid things.
Okay, I'm ready.
This was one that I just thought was really cool, like a cool moment that I wish was recorded. But so Kevin kind of multitasks sometimes because he plays a game on his phone. And then at the same time, sometimes he's also playing a game on the PlayStation.
Okay,
I don't really know why or how or whatever. So he's like clicking the buttons on his phone and then like playing the game on the PlayStation, like his fighting game he plays. And I was getting a snack for myself and then I was getting one for him too because it just was. And so I just had like a bar and I threw it across. Like imagine I'm like back there. You guys won't understand this. But anyway, I'm back there.
Uh-huh.
And he's on the couch and I throw the bar and he's just like, he just catches it without
What?
looking away.
That's crazy.
He's like, and I was shocked. I was like,
You gotta keep your eye on the ball in order to catch it. How does he?
I don't know.
He must have really good peripheral
Vision.
vision.
Yeah, but anyway, it was just one of those moments that you had to be there, but I wish it would have been recorded because I was shocked.
I've considered getting I want a few cameras, but I've considered getting a camera for our living room, which is weird, but some
Yeah.
people just have, I think it's mostly for when you have like babies.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
I want some cameras for our dogs.
Yeah. Yeah,
That way I don't always have to be in the room with them.
Yeah. I know people who have done that where especially if they're out.
Yeah,
And I think you have before, haven't you?
I have. We just need one especially for the pool area. That way I
Yeah.
can step away more often. But imagine if you just had a camera there.
Yeah, and I could just replay it. Be like, what?
Yeah.
Also another moment that was the opposite of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So the other day when the doorknob friend,
Yeah.
she's not anyway. She came over and she went in my like desk chair to sit because we were really playing card games on my coffee table. And she needed a chair, and so she grabbed that and she lowered it fully. When I went yesterday to go to my desk, and I forgot that she lowered the chair.
And you fell into it?
I fell into it.
Oh, no.
But just imagine again me alone to myself, just like cackling maniacally. Like I literally couldn't stop laughing. You know when it's just like you're having a moment with yourself.
I know all about it.
I'm like, did you guys see? Yeah. What? We kept doing that when we were at brunch.
Oh, yeah.
Saying the same thing.
This morning we were watching something of Billie Eilish. And at the end of it, Jay was like, do you think she's bi? I was like, you have not listened to her new album?
I played Lunch in the car and Kevin was there and he was very shocked by the lyrics.
Yeah, she's not exactly subtle.
I think it's funny because by the music that I've been listening to lately, you would think something very different of me.
Did you see that video of Chappell Roan and the baby? There's a video of her talking to a little red-haired baby.
No, I didn't see that.
So cute. You gotta look at it.
I know she weirdly has a big, like, toddler
child following.
Yeah. And so there's like the shirt that the person made. Green beans in the passenger seat, and you're freaking me out. Do you not know that song?
I don't think I know that lyric.
I don't know if I can say the real lyric.
Oh, is it inappropriate?
It's very inappropriate, but I guess that's what the kid sings.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so cute.
Isn't that cute?
Did you see Sabrina Carpenter?
Which
released her non-explicit version of, her radio version of Please Please Please.
And it's stupid?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I think it's stupid. I don't remember what it says. What does it say?
I think it's something like little sucker or something.
Oh, yeah. But it was funny the way I heard it. The reason I probably didn't think anything of it is because she had commented on a video of a child singing that, and the mom like, oh yeah. And she was like, I'm releasing the explicit one now, and then
the non-explicit. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was the kid not singing it after hearing it. Like, I like the other version's more powerful.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there were so many more options that would have been better than that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but also if you're an adult, just listen to the explicit version.
Also true. It's just if the radio's playing, you're gonna have to hear that.
True.
Whenever Kevin sings to it, he says "mother trucker."
That's what I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Couldn't picture anything different.
Because I said that we should make a video, like a TikTok or something, where I sing the whole first part, and then when it gets to that part, I just pan it to him. I lip sync him, and you just move like really low. I think that'd be funny, but
that'd be so funny.
I just haven't done it.
You should.
Yeah, maybe I will. Right now, I can't.
Well, yeah.
I call him, come back from work right now.
Because it's more important.
Way more important. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty blank.
Yeah. I think we're good.
Okay. Go follow us at all forms of social media.
The battery's gonna die anyway.
Go follow us at all forms of social media at Pity Privilege. Spelled?
Privilege spelled Privilege. Pity Privilege. Follow us, but not in real life. Ha ha ha. Bye.
You okay?
Goodbye. Bye.